So in this lesson, we're going to look at going from good outlines to great outlines. Students will be able to create outlines with great organization and plenty of relevant support. The reason why this is a very important topic is because outlines are the core of your paper. And two of the major problems that I see with students' papers, for the most part, are they're not enough support, and or the support is not relevant or not connected, as I like to say. So let's get into this. So when you're looking at your outlines, there's two key questions that you need to ask yourself. Do I have enough support for my big point? And is all my support connected? So let's look at an example from one of my students. Here is their a part of their outline, and here's the thesis that they were talking about. Kuwait should stay in lockdown until the end of summer for several reasons. So that's what they're arguing. So I think this is their second body paragraph, and they're saying that it will, by doing so, it'll make less pollution, not going anywhere, more time with people we live with. So let's go back to those main questions that we talked about. Do I have enough support for my big idea, for my big point? So the big point is like your topic sentence in this case. And then is this enough? So we're looking at the support that's under that big point. They got 1, 2, and I would say that 2 is fine. You should try to go for 3, but 2 is okay. Let's look at the next question. Is all my support connected? So let's look at the first one. So the A, yes, that's connected. Because if you're not driving, your car's not causing pollution. There's a lot of people that are not causing pollution, then there's less pollution. However, the second one, more time with people we live with, how is that causing less pollution? Maybe it's stopping the noise pollution because people aren't screaming and stuff. Maybe, but it doesn't really connect it. It's not really connected. So maybe a better idea would be something like less trash from restaurants and coffee shops, because if we're still in lockdown, that means most of the restaurants and coffee shops are closed, and if they're not operating, then they don't have as much trash going out, so that's less pollution. And to make it a little bit more support, given a third example point, small point in example, less noise pollution. People are inside, so definitely I'm sure the animals and birds and stuff are enjoying having the outdoors so quiet. Let's look at another example. Here, same thesis, and first question, do I have enough support for my big point? So again, 1, 2 supporting points, good, but it'd be great if we can have one more. So let's dig into that. Are my points connected? Let's look at those. First one, so the big point is saving lives if we stay on lockdown. So this decreases the number of coronavirus by social distancing. And again, I like how the student gave an example after making the small point. They gave an example after. That's an excellent way to make sure that you have enough support. And the second one, is it connected? Help doctors and government to work. An example, not be a risk. Pretty good. It's okay. And again, like I said, try to keep these examples quick, short. All this should be short as possible. You don't want to use a lot of time, but you do want to make your small point with an example afterwards, like this student did in both of these examples, which is really good. So I want all of you guys to be able to do that. This will be the last example. Same thesis. Here the student wrote for their big point, more family time, and then they have their supporting points. So is that enough support? Yes, 3. So this is much better than the last 2 examples. Are they connected? So we're talking about being able to be with the family more. So you have activities with kids, learning something new, social communication. I would say I think those are pretty well connected. The third one's a little confusing. I'm not sure. However, remember, as an outline, this is just like your map, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but you want to have an idea. If we want to make this better, this is what I would suggest. So for A, activities with kids, and then here's the example. We could play caught. I don't say it right. Caught, whatever the game is. You guys know what it's called. And some board games with parents. Learn new things. And the example of that, take a class online with the family. Social communication. I would say example of that would be like going to do FaceTime with relatives and stuff. So that would be a way to make this a great outline. And so I expect all of you guys to be able to do that. So to review real quick, you got to ask yourselves whenever you're making an outline, do I have enough support? Are my ideas connected? And do I have examples in my outline? So next class, be ready to do it.